everyone, welcome to the show, nateday's YouTube channel. Right, this week we will be releasing a couple of songs. Okay, the first one is called Home 2, the second one is called Pardon Me, and the third one I can't think of the name of at the moment, but I will be dropping another song with YK Wade called Passion, and Passion will be coming off of the project Sinners and Survivors, which will be the leading single for the project to be released in December. Thank you very much. And aside from that, this will be the first vlog that I will be doing with the new camera, so you guys are witnessing the level of quality that we will be accustomed to coming in the future. And I have to add additional apologies, for I have not overcome my vices. Now, for everybody in the audience who cares to know what that means, you shall know. In any case, this is an announcement for upcoming music. And the cover art is done by me. The production is done by me. And in the case of Pardon Me, the lyrics are also done by me. However, I need to revisit Pardon Me, so why don't I let you guys get a little glimpse of what that looks like? Alright, that's not As I gather my M audio equipment here, I want to give a big shout out to Blake Go Wavy. Alright, I'm going to say that one more time for you here while I'm on camera. This is a big shout out to Blake Go Wavy. Blake Go Wavy and I have worked together through the years. We have created a multitude of hits together that can be found all throughout my catalog. And Blake Go Wavy stands alone as one of the best artists to come out of the town. And if you are not aware of who and what the town is, you are looking at a town kid. And what does that mean to be a town kid? Now, a town kid doesn't necessarily have to be coming from Evanston, but if you are from Evanston, that automatically makes you a town kid. However, if you want to claim the status of town kid to the public, you have to behave and act and be as such. And that encompasses many characteristics that the average plebeian will not contain. Okay? So, with that being said, I would like to give Blake Go Wavy credit where credit is due, as my man presented me with this gift, the M Audio recording equipment, the Nova Black microphone with the microphone stand. And ever since my man blessed me with respectable equipment, I have been putting it to use. Okay? And without further ado, you shall witness such an act. Okay? Alright. A couple of parts in this song that I want to correct. Mainly at the beginning, but we're going to take a listen and see what all else I think needs to be improved. Okay? You're looking at natedady. Today is November 20th, 2025. Thank you very much. Okay. We like to put a little something on the TV. This is something I learned from another friend of mine by the name of Wavelapse, WAVLAPSE, a production friend of mine who produced my most recent release, The Great Escape, which is recorded here, written by me, produced in collaboration with Wave Labs, and brought to you by DistroKid. I need to know, can you forgive me? You have to understand, with this one I actually freestyled it. I made the beat, freestyled the words, and then I'm going back and saying to myself, well, I don't like the delivery on that line. You can tell that I'm not solid. I'm not worried about beauticians, right? I'm not worried about looking good for you guys, right? I'm not really worried about impressing you guys with my process. I'm just showing you my process. I'm just showing you my process so you know I do it. I don't want people to ever be like, natedady doesn't write his lyrics. natedady doesn't record himself. natedady doesn't actually produce. It would hurt my feelings, okay, if that's what you guys truly believe. You can stand there and say natedady has vices that he needs to work on. That's a fact. Do not deny that. So, in any case, we improve together. Okay? I appreciate you guys. Here we go. Just so I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm creating another. I should actually do screen. Next time I do that, I'm going to do screen recording as well so you guys can really see it. Need a little forgiveness in my life. Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby, give me a break. I've been living wrong for so long now. Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby. Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby, give me a break. Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby. Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby, give me a break. See, now you gotta match, though, is the problem. You gotta match. Give me a Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby, give me a break. Right, see how you have to hit the higher, you gotta hit the higher notes sometimes when you're matching. Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby, give me a break. Yeah, there you go. Look. Forgiveness in my life, baby, give me a break. Need a little forgiveness. Need to know, can you Do you forgive me? I've been living wrong for so long now. Can you give me a little? Baby, can you give me a little? I need some forgiveness in my life. In my life now. Baby, can you give me a little? I need some forgiveness in my life, baby. All right. So, fixed it up. Only needed to re-record the one part. The rest of the sound with me. We call this vocals. Okay. So, in any case, I'll wrap this up now. You guys will have the opportunity. Perhaps I'll add the song here. You know what? I'm actually not done. Not done. We're gonna do the full thing so you guys can see. So when you're doing this on GarageBand, you're exporting the vocals first. Okay. In this situation, I've already exported the beat as well. So you have a beat file and you have a vocals file. Okay, that's exported from the same settings. From there, you create a new file. You match the tempo and all the other details, and then you can modify the project to accommodate to your desires. Okay, you listen to it, you say, I don't like how it sounds here, I like how it sounds here, but the mix overall is better. And now, with GarageBand, you have the master, you have the main, I'll call it the main, edits. Okay, this is going to affect everything, and then you can singularly affect each track as you desire. And that's it. That's where we're at. Look, I've been living wrong for so long now. A little forgiveness in my life, baby. Give me how I've been living. I need you forgiveness in my life. So when you export it, it goes straight to iTunes. Okay? Tell your friends, tell your aunties, tell your uncles, cousins, tell your neighbors, tell your teachers, tell your local municipal government, tell your lawyers, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend, tell your they, them friend, tell your non-binary, tell your plants, tell your pets. Natedady is here. Natedady dope. Natedady got the sauce. Alright. And for the last single that you guys will get from me coming up, it's going to be called Get Up and Dance. Alright, produced by yours truly. So, that'll do it, man. Appreciate you guys tapping in. That's the Natedady vlog. Peace.
Mama knows that I need a little. I need to know, will you forgive me? Mama knows that I need a little forgiveness. Need a little forgiveness in my life. Baby, can you bring? I've been living wrong for so long now. Need a little forgiveness in my life, baby. Tell me, can you forgive me for how I've been living? I need some forgiveness in my life. Papa knows, mama knows that I need a little in my life. I need some forgiveness in my life. Tell me, can you give me a little? Baby, can you give me a little? I need some forgiveness in my life. Tell me, it's been so long that I ain't living right. Need a little forgiveness in my life. Baby, what you know about in my life now? I need some forgiveness in my life. Baby, can you give me? Baby, can you give me a little? Baby, can you give me a little? I need some forgiveness in my life. I ain't been living right. Mama knows that I need a little forgiveness in my life. Papa knows that he needs a little forgiveness in his life. Don't we all need a